Hello, good morning, and welcome to the AM News here on the AM Show. My name is Pakwesi Shandov. It was expected to stabilize the labor front and initiate conversations that will favorably consider the demands of labor, but it appears the parties were far from reaching any compromise at that crunch meeting Tuesday. 4 unions, Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, Ghana National Association of Teachers, National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, and the Coalition of Concerned Teachers stormed out of the meeting following a directive to call off their strike. The pre-tertiary unions are on strike in demand of a 20% payment of cost of living allowance. Other unions have joined the chorus demanding same. My colleague Michael Papani Ashali monitored the meeting and now reports.
The second meeting to discuss their demand for COLA ended without any offer being made by government. Unlike the first meeting, the Minister for Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, was present. Government refused to start negotiations while some unions were still on strike. The teacher unions stormed out of the meeting, refusing to call off their industrial action.
Meaning what?
Yes. They do not want to welcome us to this meeting. We cannot begrudge them. So that is why we are walking out.
When you say they don't want to welcome you, but you were in there and they walked in and...
Yes, we received invitation under organized labor, and we are part of organized labor.
They are indicating and asking us to call off our strike before negotiations begin.
Exactly.
So what it means is that the government side is not ready to continue negotiations unless the teacher unions call off strike. They've held all organized labor hostage. And this is a betrayal of trust, because the understanding we had is that organized labor has been convened for us to find solution to the issue of COLA. Right now, since we are undesirable, we think that before they even walk us out of the meeting, we are walking out of the meeting ourselves. Thank you very much. Yes.
President of CLOCSAT, Dr. Bampo Addo, left the meeting before it ended. Deputy Employment Minister Bright Reku Brobe says government will only meet the labor unions when the strike is called off.
We have had to call off the meeting. We have had to adjourn, because both parties, labor and government, think that we can't do this whilst a party is on strike. So the agreement is that we are going to talk to each other. They call off the strike and we come again to meet.
What would you now be telling them?
They should exercise patience like they have done. Hopefully, as they call off the strike, we will engage, and then everything will be settled. Thank you.
So how soon are you expecting them to come back to the negotiation table?
Very soon we will have that.
All right, but Deputy Secretary General of the TUC, Joshua Ansan, hopes the next meeting will be fruitful while supporting the stance of the teachers.
I'm not disappointed at all.
Why are you not disappointed?
I know that is the way it is going to travel, so I'm not disappointed at all. No, I know you weren't in the room.
Yeah.
Nothing was put on the table. And we want the betterment of our people and want very good things for our people. So any meeting that couldn't end today, we are sure that at the next meeting, maybe something good will come out of that. No, I'm not disappointed at all, because you see, today's meeting was for organized labor. It wasn't for teacher unions meeting. It was organized labor, and organized labor include all the teacher unions and all other sector unions. So if you say that you want to deal with teacher unions in this matter, a matter that affects all workers in this very country, I don't think it's fair. So I'm not disappointed that they went away. For now, I think that they have declared their strike, and they are still on strike. And I think that if I were them, if I was in their shoes, definitely that's the same thing that I would do.
Meanwhile, some other unions present were happy with the progress of the negotiations. Here is Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Justice Yankson.
Best is that we are still going to meet again, and that is the most important thing. So as and when the next meeting is called, we will all continue.
The Deputy Minister tells me that you all agreed to adjourn today's meeting.
That's why I'm saying that we've agreed to adjourn and we will continue. So as and when it's called, we all will go for the meeting.
The meeting between government reps and that of labor unions to discuss the cost of living allowance has again ended in a stalemate. Government is hoping to call another meeting as soon as possible to probably start negotiations and finalize them. For JoyNews, Michael Ashali.